Brenen, it feels like at times you guys can just kind of score when you want to, but there are some other times too where things just kind of bog down a little bit. What have you seen in that respect that maybe you guys can clean up in these Final Four games?
Yeah, I think it just comes down to execution. Getting the reps in practice, getting the reps on tape. Obviously, it all starts on Monday, Tuesday, and leading on throughout the week. So I think just making sure we're all on the right page. Because when we're on the right page, it's hard for us, for anybody to stop us. So just being on the right page and being on the right side of things.
Well,
Brenen, I asked Coach Levy this same question. Obviously, you and Evans have not had a problem handling pressure this year, and even though you guys are getting constant attention from other secondaries, but how much does it help to see Aiden Williams starting to emerge as that third receiver, obviously coming off his best game Saturday?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's something, this whole team has seen, since he got here. He's done nothing but work hard. I knew his moment was going to come, and you kind of see it more from last week, past weekend. But I expect nothing but great things from him. I think it only helps me and the rest of the offense if we have someone else that can go, and I'm happy that he's seeing he's seeing the process pay off for him, and I couldn't be any more happy for him.
James and Sam.
You guys have had a lot of emotions, a lot of that over the last couple of 36, 48 hours. What have you guys been trying to do to try and handle it and just kind of move on and just to get ready for the next assignment?
Yeah, I think I played my worst game on Saturday, me personally. I didn't think, I think we played good enough to win, but not, obviously we didn't. And so just learning from the tape, learning from the mistakes, and then ultimately there's so much football left to play. We still got 4 games left, still got everything right in front of us. So just trying to flush it, learn from it, and move on.
The past 2 games, the passing offense has put up some of its best numbers of the season. What do you think is just working for you guys right now?
I think just getting on the right page, kind of like I said earlier, just executing. Everyone doing their one job, 1 of 11, and we'll see this offense really take off how it's supposed to, but, it's impossible if every guy doesn't do their job correctly.
We've seen the red zone offense have a lot of success running the ball early in the season. It seems like the passing game has found its stride in that area as well. I guess from your perspective, what's kind of changed by the way you guys are able to attack those tighter spaces?
Yeah, I think we just got to, play complementary football on the offense side of the ball, with the run and the pass. I think they both complement each other very well, and so just continuing to, create chunk plays in the pass game, create plays in the pass game, and then along with the run game, having those explosives, getting those, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4s, all that kind of stuff. And, it opens up both sides and both lanes, and so I'm just happy for that running back room. The receiver room obviously got to keep going. A lot of things we want to accomplish still, and just putting our head down and working.
Steve?
When you first committed here, you talked a lot about the Levy experience and Levy offense, and fans sometimes these losses wear on them, and there's a little fragility with all that stuff. But you're a guy that's known Lev for a while. What's the experience been like? Getting more production, getting more opportunity, and how happy are you to be here in Starkville and be a Bulldog?
Man, I'm happy as I could be. There's not another place in this whole world that I would want to spend my last college year at. I got nothing but respect for Levy. I think he knows that. And I couldn't be happy that he is my head coach and he is my offensive coordinator, and happy that I am with this team and that we are going through something that not none of us understand quite yet. Obviously, I spoke to media, a few months ago, and I said that I think I'm brought here for something bigger than what's, football. Still trying to figure that out. Still trying to just keep my head down, trusting God, trusting Lev, trusting my teammates. Just play as hard as I can every single snap. But to be able to do that for a guy that I not only respect but love, man, it makes my job and me feeling a whole lot better.
When the offense is clicking, the tempo's rolling, you're snapping off the ball, positive plays every time, whether it's pass or run. How do you describe that feeling?
When you get into the rhythm of the game, and you feel like you can't be stopped. There's a certain feeling to that. I'm not really sure how to describe that, but yeah, it's an awesome feeling. Man.
And by contrast, when things aren't going well, how do you call back on it and say, we know we can do this?
Yeah, I think just getting everyone on the same page. Like I said, I think that's the biggest thing is making sure everyone's on the same page. If everyone's on the same page and everyone puts in their, their 1 of 11, I don't think we can be stopped. So I think just, executing every single play that's called, no matter if it's a good play, bad play, it doesn't matter, execute it. If we do that, I think we'll like where we're at the next 4 weeks.
I think for some people it might be easy to just look at this Arkansas game and the schedule and think that this might be the best remaining opportunity to get an SEC win this season. Is that something you guys think about or talk about when approaching this game right
I don't
now?
know.
I think every game in this league is hard to win. I think winning is hard as it is, no matter what league you're in, but especially this league. So every game gets diagnosed the same. Every game gets, the same amount of effort put into it, at least for me and this team. So I can say that, and I don't think any game is any different than the last one we just played, the one we're about to go play. We got to go out there, do our job, physical, and go win a football game.
Anything else for Brenen?